Yo, what's good guys? This is Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got something a little bit different. Do you like these at least? Do they look fresh? Which one did you pick? Would you pick Jordan 4s or would you pick Airfly 89s?
Probably the 89s, once they're like not all tight.
Yeah, when they're not all choked up. Everybody always asks me like how I lace. I don't do anything. Yeah, look, I'll do it right now. So like all I do is this, okay? I just take out the factory knot and I'll pull the laces out to whatever the length is that I want to have them at. Even though like this right here, I probably wouldn't want them to be that dangly. So what I would do is take them out and then fold it back in over the top like this and then use one of the extra ones on the inside, if I can get it in the right hole.
That's what she said.
So I would do it like that and then pull it, and then I would do this one so that it's tight in there, and that way it doesn't come loose and all that stuff. But that's pretty much all I do. And then I loosen the rest of everything up as much as I feel like. I break open the throat of the shoe, and then that right there, that bottom, I don't like how that looks. So I would then tighten it up just a little bit and then do that for the rest, just a little bit as you go. Open it back up, boom, they're fresh now. And it's that simple. You just unchoke the shoe.
I think this is like a trick though that probably a lot of people don't know.
Nah, if you've been into sneakers for a minute, this is a thing. This is not new to anybody. You know what I mean? It's like having your own little lace lock, because this ain't going nowhere. It's tight, but they're still dangly, but they're not in the way. Because back in the day when it didn't, like before I had figured that out, you would have.
When you were a fresh newbie and you didn't know?
Yes.
Maybe we
yes.
have some
maybe
of
there
those
are
here.
people like that, maybe. But I did say if they've been around sneakers, okay? I didn't say everybody. But no, like a lot of times you'd have that extra big ass bunny loop or the bunny ear inside your shoe. So I used to like tie them together so they wouldn't be all over the place, and then they would just sit behind the tongue. But when I figured out that you can just do that.
Game changer.
Super game changer. But yeah, these are fresh as Look at that logo, man. That logo is so dope. I was stoked when they put it on the 34s. I was stoked when I saw the Flight logo. I was like, ooh, that's sick. The original script and There's a few logos, like branding things, that really like give me a nerd boner. That's one of them. Nerd boner.
So this has nothing to do with performance.
Why is it here?
Because these haven't actually dropped. They don't drop this colorway till the 10th of October, I believe.
Yes, this one drops 10/10. The launch colorway, the Energy Blue Void, is what they're called. They're kind of like teal-y looking. I don't like that colorway.
I like that one.
Everybody else likes that one. It's always the opposite of whatever I like. That's what everybody else likes. I like the traditional. I love this colorway.
Yeah.
This colorway looked mean.
But they have a ton of colorways that are coming out, and I just thought it would be kind of interesting to like go over it.
Well, they don't have like a ton, but so far I think they've unveiled 5 total. So there's these, the Blue Voids, those are 2. Those are the original 2, and then in China when they unveiled the sneaker officially over there, they released 3 other colorways. One of them is just a simple black-white colorway. That one I believe is called the Eclipse or something like that. So like all the heels will be different.
Oh, I get it.
So you have that Jumpman like doing the Eclipse thing.
Yeah.
I personally don't like that. I like the Nike Air on the back. I think that looks best. And then the other one, I can never say the guy's name, but he's Jordan Brand's Chinese professional athlete.
Gao?
I'm not even gonna try it. So like, but all I know is that he gets PEs all the time, and they're
Yes.
always in that like jade color.
They're really pretty.
Well, it's Chinese heritage with the jade and all that stuff. So that's cool for them, and so that will be that region's exclusive.
Oh, so they're not coming to America?
Usually we don't get the jade colorways. So
I feel like they're missing out on a lot of sales by doing that.
I feel like whoever's really interested in the game shoe will pick one of these 5 colorways somewhere. And if you don't buy one of the game shoes, you're really not that interested in it. What I don't like is when they do all the PEs for all the athletes. Man, I can't remember the guy's name, but I met him at the 33 event. I don't know if he's still on the Grizzlies, but he was at the time. Dang it, I cannot remember his name. I like the guy too. Oh, Conley, Mike Conley. He always was getting like, for Memphis, he was getting some like really mean PEs. Like they were clean. Those just never released. And like, I'm like, bruh, why?
One of one.
Why though? He had some of the cleanest looking 33s and nobody got them but him. So I think that if you're gonna go that regional route, which what they used to do with like the 19 SE, the Air Jordan 20, release some of these regionally. That way, even if I have to pay resale, at least it's an option. Because right now it's not even an option.
Yeah.
You just like have to like be like, man, like Mike Conley got the fire shoes and we got whatever we got. That's the thing that I wish that they would do. But in addition to those 2, the Eclipse and the Jade colorway is this.
Can we talk about the controversial color?
Well, because you're calling it.
It's called Amber Rose, I believe.
No, Amber Rise.
Amber Rise.
And she keeps saying
It's
to
rose gold.
me. Yeah, she says it is rose gold, but to me it looked like yellow.
No, it's like a coppery color. It's rose gold.
I don't know. What they reminded me of is like the ginger 16s, the ginger 14s, the chutney 13s, the Italian suede 21s. Those were fire. Ray Allen had a special PE pair of those when he was in Seattle, and they were yellow. This shoe reminds me of so many Jordans.
I think that's the point. It's cool how many different things everybody can pick out.
From team shoes to signature shoe in the Jordan bubble, that kind of look like that, or that kind of look like, and it's nobody's wrong, because it's like, yeah, it does. So like when I complain about the Proto React shoe, where it's like, what is that?
Oh yeah.
It looked like a garbage bag. I get it. Flight suits, space, whatever. What the does that have to do with Jordan besides the flight thing? Like, you're taking the flight concept like way too far at that point. And so like that, to me, that don't make no sense. Not anything on that shoe is Jordan brand related or heritage from the brand related other than the logo. Not a single thing of that shoe you could be like, yeah, that kind of looked like a Jordan. Whereas this shoe right here, this is their latest and greatest, it's their newest thing or whatever. And this, just take a pic. It looked like the 14, it looked like the 21, it looked like the 23, it looked like this, it looked like that. Cool.
You
That's
know what
dope.
it doesn't look like?
The Reebok question.
That's right.
ASMR. ASMR is so stupid.
Yes, I know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
There's a lot of people get triggered every time I say that, but these are interesting. The only thing that I will say that is a negative besides the knit posit thing, and the knit posit's not really a negative, it's just more of I've been buying Nike basketball products for so long that I don't know. I think that that's like a reach. That to me, I think you're trying to go after people that are into foam posits and you're not really delivering. That I find to be just a little bit of a problem, but my only real problem is that, yo, these joints is straight up the LeBron 8s. It's straight up the LeBron 8s. I'm kind of like, bruh, you had how long? Like you were saying, like 2, sometimes more years? What's up with this shape? Why do you guys keep reusing this shape? This shape has been done in the LeBron line before. I would like to see something a little different.
Well, they should have like saved it for the 18 then, if they were going to revisit it.
LeBrons don't do that stuff. You know what I mean? They don't point back to...
Maybe LeBron was saving the silhouette for a season he thought he had a chance of winning a title again.
Maybe. You never know. It's super weird to me that everything, the lines, everything is very LeBron 8.
Well, I think that, not exactly, obviously, because there's the little pods and everything, but the traction reminds me of the new Hardens.
Oh, it does. But this feels different. Those have some pretty good traction, which I was surprised with, because I did not think that was going to work. But so far, so good, even in dusty settings. Just a quick wipe and you're good. This is not performance review though, so I'm going to stop talking.
I do like this though.
Like what?
This. I like how it looks. I think it looks pretty.
The fake checkerboard? Hell no.
It's super glossy.
Yes, because it's plastic.
It looks like a nice floor.
It looks like it looks like a garage floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that down there. I want like the real thing or nothing at all. Like regular plastic or carbon fiber. Not plastic, carbon fiber. No, not. It's either make it the way that you're supposed to or don't do it. That's what it should be. What happens is if you try to restrict motion, that's when something happens. I don't even know how to explain it, but like if something's moving in a direction and you try to brace it, it's like if that theory of, it's not even a theory, it's like a real thing, but like if you get stuck in a tornado, which is like really random, I know this is a stupid analogy, but if you get sucked into a tornado and you are getting flown around and then you get spit out, right? And if you're still conscious and you're about to go land, you're trying to brace yourself and you'll most likely get hurt.
Oh yeah, well that's why a lot of drunk drivers and stuff, because they're not as coherent.
Yeah, they're
they
real
survive
loosey-goosey. Yeah.
more than the person who's fully like
trying to brace themselves from stopping from whatever's happening. And so if you get sucked into the tornado and you get knocked out while you're in there, which hopefully that happens, because talk about a traumatizing experience. If I got sucked into a tornado and then spit out, you know, like oh my God, you know that Kermit thing? That's what I would feel like during that whole situation. So if you get knocked out and then you get spit out, most of the time that person survives, you know what I mean? Because they just kind of like, they're like a little rag doll. They're just going with the flow.
Yeah.
That's how like really bad injuries happen. PG's leg, when he hit that thing on the basketball hoop, like on the bottom of it, his motion instantly stopped, but momentum and all of that still going, and it right in half. Not a good thing. I did tweak my ankle as soon as I put these on, but I lived, or my ankle lived, and I was still able to keep going.
He bounced back super fast. I thought he was gonna need to take a moment to like get his bearings, so I'm going through footage to see what happened. And I miss him making a shot in the process.
You know what normally happens? I always call it the wake up shot. Like say you're like kind of like playing like whatever, and then somebody knocks you upside the head and it kind of wakes you up. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, this guy. And so that's what happened, where it wasn't David's fault. I wasn't like, oh, David, you know what I mean? But it had happened, it woke me up, and I was just like, I'm gonna hit this shot. And so what we ended up doing is an out of bounds play, because we reset. I passed it in, I ran down and around the baseline, come back up off of a screen, was past the ball, hit that shot right in David's face, because me and him go at each other all the time. Like, it's fun, but he's younger than me, so he can do it for like the whole time, whereas like he'll burn my ass out like pretty quickly.
That's what she said.
Like I could probably keep up with him for about 40 minutes, but that's about where I'm like, okay, switch, you know what I mean? I'm tired.